feeding program aims to contribute to the improvement of classroom attendance of target beneficiaries, improving their nutritional status by providing meals for at least 120 feeding days, prioritizing severely wasted and wasted learners. It is implemented in 269 schools with 12,385 beneficiaries. Of this number, 167 schools and 11,743 beneficiaries are implementing the Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition. Most beneficiaries are kindergarten pupils. Policy statements. The Department of Education Sultan Kudarat Division is continuously implementing school-based feeding program since 2010. This presentation is the story of challenges and successes in the implementation of school-based feeding program in the division of Sultan Kudarat.
My name is Arturo Elforas. I am the Administrative Officer 5 Budget, in charge of budget of the Division of Sultan Kudarat. My job as a budget officer is to request funds intended for the different programs, activities and plans of the division. First, the budget came from the National Office of the Defense, that is the Defense Central Office. Manner of releasing of the budget is through sub-allotment release order or sub-arrow. It will be allotted to the different divisions in the different parts of the country through the regional office. The regional office, as a standard operating procedure, inform us that there are sub-arrows available at the regional office, and we are reminded to get or to withdraw that sub-arrows. The sub-arrows that the regional office is giving us will received by our liaison officer, and then the sub-arrow copy will be brought to us, and then we will receive that sub-arrows, and then we give the copy of that sub-arrows, especially the school-based feeding program and the PIPA, to the program holders and to the other key officials of the division office. After the amount is consumed, make a report of the obligations and the disbursements of that funds in the implementation of school-based feeding program and the PIPA, the division of Sultan Kudarat.
Hi, good morning. I'm Noli Masuncion. As an accountant of this division, after receiving the list of school beneficiaries on SBFP and PIPA, we formulate the work and financial plan of the program, particularly the school-based feeding program and Philippine Plan of Action for Nutrition. The implementation starts on the beginning of July. Our SDS, or the Schools Division Superintendent, designate the feeding coordinators as a special disbursing officer, and we made the downloading of the cash advance to the school under their name. The name of the school feeding coordinator will serve as their designated disbursing officer. We done the downloading last June 29, 2018. We made the downloading to the designated disbursing officer because almost of the school head, more or less 33% of the school head did not liquidate their previous cash advance for school-based feeding program. As we all know that we can release only an additional cash advance if the previous cash advance is duly liquidated. And to ensure the smooth implementation of the program, we conducted an orientation seminar to all school feeding coordinator and school head prior to the release of the cash advance and implementation of the program. We do the release on a monthly basis and adopt the no liquidation, no release policy. And during the implementation, the accounting and cluster bookkeeper in coordination with the school health personnel, we conducted an evaluation and validation to all implementing schools for the school-based feeding program and PPAN. Same time, we also provide technical assistance to them, particularly to the feeding coordinator and the school head to make their implementation more effective and efficient. Conduct this on a monthly basis. We've observed that the releasing of the school-based feeding program and PPAN fund to feeding coordinator is more effective than to school head because feeding coordinator is more efficient in implementing the feeding program as a whole if they are the one who managing the cash advance. Thank you.
Are given an orientation by the division office. In the orientation, we are told to comply all the requirements for the release of funds.
These are some of the requirements that we have complied. We have also the daily monitoring of the actual feeding in school. There is also a classroom monitoring on beneficiaries' performance, whether they are participative and active in doing school chores.
Bilang isang feeding coordinator ng Bagong Bayan Central Elementary School, sa loob ng 2 taon ay masasabi kong naging successful din ang aking pagiging isang feeding coordinator sa aming paaralan. So kasama ang aming team punong guro, ay nagkaroon muna ng isang pagpupulong kasama ang mga guro ng Bagong Bayan Central, mga PTA official, then yung mga parents ng mga beneficiaries. Gumawa kami ng cycle menu, yung tinatawag namin na 20-day cycle menu. Then the market forms, the SBFP Form 123, APPO Annual Procurement Plan, Work and Financial Plan, list of parent volunteers, kasama na doon ang kanilang mga schedules. Nabuo ito dahil sa collaborative effort ng aming school heads at ng inyong lingkod, kasama ng mga SBFP core group.
For the procurement process, we prepare the approved purchase request. Then, the school bank reviews the APP, PPMP of the requested goods. And then, we prepare the RFQ market form and send it to at least 3 suppliers. Then, we prepare the abstract of quotations for recommendation action of the school bank members. The awarding of purchase order for feeding commodities follows, and then the school-based feeding program core group inspectorate team properly custodian accepted and inspected the delivered goods of the school. We secure all commodities to a safe storage area, and then an agreement with the supplier for a weekly delivery with delivery receipt. After that, the end of the month revision follows. We gather the documents, the PR, the canvas, the abstract, the PO, the IAR, the letter to the COA, and all these.
School-based feeding program is the top priority program of Oplan Kalusugan sa DepEd, and as the division focal person in the division of Sultan Kudarat, I work in collaboration with the division technical working group, school health section personnel, school heads, and feeding coordinators in facilitating the effective and efficient implementation of the school-based feeding program. We initiated the conduct of orientations and meetings, and as well as offered technical assistance to guarantee compliance on SBFP policies and guidelines to include the procurement process. Collection of reports are being done on monthly basis to track the accurate progress of program implementation. As a complementary activity to support the program, procurement and distribution of hygiene kits and iron supplements for SBFP and kinder learners, the success of the program is a result of collaborative efforts and commitment of all personnel involved all throughout the process of school-based feeding program implementation in Sultan Kudarat Division. Thank you for the trust and confidence given to me as the Division SBFP focal person. I will try to give the best of my ability to the success of the program. Mabuhay ang school-based feeding program!
The head of the School Health Section of the Department of Education in the Division of Sultan Kudarat, together with all the health personnel in our section, we do our best to ensure proper implementation of the school-based feeding program through systematic planning, regular monitoring, and evaluation of all activities pertaining to this program. We see to it that complementary activities such as gulayan sa parent program, wash in school, deworming and iron supplementation are also undertaken by all beneficiary schools. We are grateful and thankful that our school's division superintendent who is very supportive to the program. Likewise, our SGOD chief, our budget officer, and our active division accountant for that unconditional support in facilitating prompt release of school-based feeding program and PPAN funds, which resulted to early implementation of the feeding activity. My gratitude to all nurses for closely monitoring the program in the respective assignments, which resulted to the success of the implementation. Rest assured that we will continue to implement all school health programs, particularly school-based feeding, to the best of our ability. God bless us all.